Hey guys, I hope you're doing great. Today I just want to speak about piracy. It's quite shocking how piracy is. I mean, it becomes such a big part of our culture. You know, if we can't find what we want on our TVs or wherever, the natural thing we do is we go on torrent sites or on the internet and we download the series, we download the movies, we download music, we download whatever we want without paying for it. And I think God has really placed this thing on my heart that we need to speak about this thing, because in churches this is not being, I've never sat in a church where this has been spoken about, and I don't really know why, and I really like to bring this thing to light today. So first off, let's just discuss what piracy is. Copyright laws have been instituted by the state, by the government, and it's basically there to protect the copyright holder. In other words, someone who created music or maybe the movies or whatever, any kind of creative content, and that content then belongs to them, the creator, and they then can sell that to the world, to anyone who wants to pay for it. Right, so if I make something, if I make music, if I'm a musician, and I specify and I say, listen, if you want to listen to my music, you need to pay for it because I've spent a lot of money producing it, right? And we go, or someone, the audience goes, and they just download the music without paying for it. What essentially is happening is that you are not doing what the content creator said. The content creator said, if you want to listen to my music, you pay for it. And so we download it. In other words, we steal it. That's what's happening. We're stealing the content without the content holder's permission. We don't ask them for permission, we just take it, and we don't pay, we don't give compensation, and even worse, we might even give it out to other people for free, when it's actually something that the content creator needs to get paid for. Sometimes, even in worst case scenarios, we ask money for the content that doesn't even belong to us. So this whole conundrum is a huge issue in terms of theft, because it is stealing. Don't get me wrong, this is stealing. There is no way about it. The moment that we download something, even if we're not making money off of it, the moment we're downloading something that is we should actually have been paying for, and we use it, we are stealing it. We're using it, we're not paying for it. So regardless of how you feel about the other aspects of this, the core thing that we need to get is that the government has instituted laws around this that we are, as believers, as disciples of Christ, need to obey, whether we agree with it or not. I would like to read to you Romans 13 verse 1. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval, for he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for he does not bear the sword in vain, for he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoer. Therefore one must be in subjection, not only to avoid God's wrath, but also for the sake of conscience. You cannot keep a clear conscience when you are stealing other people's work. Listen, even if something is a simple pencil and we take it, it is stealing. And in the same way, even if something is a simple download off of YouTube of music that is actually supposed to be paid for, or a download from a torrent site, or a download of a series or a movie, that even if we think that it's not, maybe the publisher is so huge and maybe they're not going to even be affected by just us stealing, that is irrelevant. It is irrelevant. The point is that we as believers, we need to set an example to the world that we are holy and set apart, and that we do not do the things that the world does. We do not steal content in the way that the world steals content. So let us be an example. Let's pick up our cross and follow him, and let us pay. I want to submit to you that, listen, you may even have a lot of stuff. Maybe most of the stuff on your computer is pirated stuff. I want to challenge you to go and delete everything on your computer or wherever. Throw it out. That you have had to pay for. That is illegal for you to have. do it because God will bless you for that. When I did that, God blessed me. He opened doors for me to actually get the stuff that I had to pay for. He actually provided me the funds and I was able to pay for it. But if we steal, we cannot expect God's financial blessing on our life. Alright guys, I hope this blesses you. I hope this sheds some light on this. And yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you so much.